I don't know where everybody is this morning, but I do know that Morris is risking life and limb over by the carport should Tux realize he's over there. Hi, Stripe. You're right where you're supposed to be. That's a good boy. Morris was up here with him 10 minutes ago, but I slept in a little bit, and I guess he got tired of waiting for me. He was coming looking for his food. Hi, Stripe. I talked Dawn into walking with me this morning, so it's a Sunday and no conference calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little cool, a little breezy, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's going to be 52 here today. The 70-degree days are coming at the end of the week, so.
Yeah.
But I'll take 52. I don't want to be stinking hot in March, so.
Right.
52 is good. A real spring with spring temperatures. That's good. Tux is going to join us, and we'll see if anybody else follows.
Well, here comes one of them.
Hi, Slate. You gonna come too? You should. Paper.
Paper.
Hopefully you'll have time to read it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I will.
Slate's already up here. Come on, bud. I always practice the no cats left behind on the driveway. Although every once in a while they go off into the woods. They're down by the creek, and I consider that be pretty safe. Hi, bud. Good boy. No, that flag behind you in the wind is not out to get you. I think you've been rolling in the leaves, buddy. I did get some parts in the mail yesterday, and so the ones that are for the candy store I'm going to put on, and then I'm going to put them in my parts bins. This bin sees more action than any other bin because when the modular buildings, that flat surface around the top usually is one of these two colors, and then in the middle shop it was this color, and this bin gets a lot of action, so I'm restocking. So Don checked the turnpike thing while I was doing last night's video, but there was no transaction out there yet.
Yeah.
And he just checked again, and what did it say?
It says a transponder on 3.6, and it charges 47 cents. And that's the that would be the trip yesterday because we didn't go anywhere. So that transponder would have to be the one that's in.
So you're mounting there, taking out the frunk, the thing that we did a couple weeks ago, it worked.
It worked, yes.
I put the teeth pieces on and some more slopes. It's still not all the way finished, but this thing here, it's a house of cards. I hope to never have to take it apart or mess with it ever again. I don't glue Lego pieces, but if I were ever going to glue some Lego pieces, it would probably be those pieces. So we're outside. It's going on 3 p.m. Don's got the come along set up. He's serious today about pulling some stuff out. I see root. One of the things I told him is I want to be able to see that southern magnolia just a little bit better. Give it some room, some of the scrub around it. And there's a suet feeder on this tree over here. And if I can safely walk over to it, I'd like to start putting suet in it for that pileated woodpecker. You do have your phone on you and you are getting steps, right? Poor Dawn. Getting steps. You gotta get credit for it or it didn't happen, right? Credit. Might have missed that one. Might have broke off hard. You lost too much weight. You're giving yourself more leverage, huh?
Yeah, more leverage.
You didn't scare the cats up the hill to death going up there and getting the pipe, did you?
I don't have no idea.
Okay.
Take that one off. So we'll try it over here. It worked pretty good
On one of them, huh?
on this one.
Okay. Wow, look at that root. This is what Don has to contend with. So when they break off, you can understand because...
And when you cut them off, they just sprout again. And they grow from that knot, and this makes this really weak. I was lucky and I got down here on this part of it.
Right.
And so this is why you shouldn't cut them off. Pull them. If it was just this thin, this root wouldn't be this big, but the root's twice as big
Yep.
as the top. And of course it's weak at this spot right here, a little bit weak. So that's why I have so much trouble. So I don't know when I learned this 10 years ago or more. You don't cut them off.
Yep. Yep, they just come back with 4 stalks.
That's right.
And the root keeps growing and you have not much hope after that. Hang on, go ahead. Say what now?
I had tried to pull that one with the GMC and the chain, it's just too small. The gripper can't grip it.
Yeah, you need a couple inches is good maximum.
Yeah, you gotta, it's kind of weird. You either, there's an in-between size, a little too small, and the size a little too big. And so, too big for this, too small for the GMC. That's what I have to contend with sometimes.
Well, that one come up nice.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Don's got like 4 different methods and every different sizes need different strategies. This
Expert in hard labor, apparently.
He does have the chainsaw ready to go.
Yeah, I'm going to be sawing here.
He's going to saw a couple of these things that are growing at an angle, especially a few more that are headed towards over the driveway.
I'm on.
I put a new bungee cord and some suet over there on the tree. Maybe the pileated woodpecker will come. Don built that for me. It's got the little footholds for the big woodpecker, and that's pretty high, so the cats can't really, you know, easily launch at anything on that tree. Plus, you know, one thing is suet every once in a while, and the cats aren't gonna quite be with the program yet. Yeah, Don did really good last weekend. He didn't tell me I couldn't get out there with him and pull stuff. He just let me do what I wanted to do, whether it hurt my back or got poison ivy anyway. And you know, now I have feedback that it hurt my back and I've got poison ivy, so I'm a little less gun-ho to get out there, but you're not in trouble because you didn't tell me no.
That's right.
So, you know. And that's not the only place I got the poison ivy. I got it all over my stomach. There's some on my other wrist. I got a little bit on my right cheek. It's, yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. Yeah, we didn't plant this southern magnolia, but it's, you know, it's doing pretty good. All right, this one's coming, you say?
I think so.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I would say this one came just fine.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I want all these that are around the base of the magnolia gone so it can do its thing.
Right, well, you want to see a tree magnolia.
Yeah, my dad had one in his front yard. He really liked his. And since this one's a freebie, today's tutorial on how to get saplings out of the ground that you don't want.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that root. Honest to goodness, we like trees, but every once in a while you gotta thin a few.
Well, these scrawny little things.
Yeah, and they're not growing straight, and they're not, you know. Uh-oh. Whew. Yeah, I don't know how good you can tell, but yeah, let's not bring it down on the GMC though. It's not really that close. Don's got out the very quiet Ego chainsaw. You want me to pull the GMC forward a little bit? I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Give me a second. mean, seriously, where you can chainsaw a tree and you can still talk while you're chainsawing. Aw. Yeah, that chain got pinched in the last tree, so Don's putting it back on.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going on pretty easy, though.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It worked.
Well, when we run the chipper shredder and we get stuff jammed into shredder, that's like a 30-minute repair, so I didn't know.
Right.
The shredder, that can be annoying.
Yes, very much.
All right, I think he's about done. It looks much better. See, you can see all the way back to the southern magnolia now. This stuff that was gonna start to cause problems on the driveway is gone. I got a little bit of open space, but that wasn't really the goal. It was just let the magnolia thin out around there a bit, and stuff that was leaning over the driveway, get rid of it. Don's got a handful of barbed wire. He said has probably been here a really long time. I mean, he's run into it before. It kind of runs down the creek that way, and kind of there's some out there that curves, and you know, whenever he works near it, he gets rid of it. But it's kind of a mess down in the ground, broken off fence line. Really?
You're trying to tell me something? You don't like my
style
and my headphones? So you went and bought me a new pair of fancy wireless Sony headphones?
Yeah, I was reading my news feed and somebody had an article that said Amazon had these, hold it up a little higher, had these Sonys for half price,
Yeah.
$100 instead of $200. And I said, Don, hey, do you want these? Because, well, how old are those?
Oh, 5-6 years. I got my money out of them.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know how the rubber is on the
Yeah,
ears, it
yeah.
starts to come apart. So we went and toured Amazon. They gave him these little things up there, and he's been using them ever since. He brought them home with him. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, but it keeps the crap off your ear.
Yeah, well, hopefully these will be good.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
noise
hoping.
canceling. They're Sony. They're blue. I mean, how bad could they be?
That's right.
So we're watching Kyle's video here, DC fast charging the Mustang Mach-E from 0 to 100%. And you did some math last night about Jules's supercharger experience.
Right.
What were you saying?
Yeah, our charging time was 25 minutes. And in that 25 minutes, we got 43 kilowatts, almost 44 kilowatts. And if you interpolate that and go out to an hour, we were charging at 108 kilowatt average for that 25 minutes. So if we'd have plugged in and it would have went to 108 kilowatts for 25 minutes, that's the equivalent rate we were charging at 143 kilowatts some of the time, 134. It fell off the charging curve. But if you averaged it out, is a rate of 108. The Mach-E, Kyle just charged it. He's been charging for it 58 minutes. And the energy delivered is 75 kilowatts. So that means actually less has been put in the battery in the 58 minutes. So I'm guesstimating that the average charge rate is 75 kilowatts for the Mach-E. So when you know, I hear Kyle say, oh, well, it's charging at 161 kilowatts. Oh. I understand all that. But when you average it out over the hour that he was plugged in, it's about 75 kilowatts. That's the average. Remember, the Chevy Bolt's about 55 kilowatts. So
Right. Well, even with the Tesla and the V3 and 250 kilowatts, you know, you might hit it and you might not, but it's really how long you stay at the higher speed, right? So anybody can come out and advertise, oh, we have XYZ charging available, but it's really how long are you charging at that advertised value.
Totally give the kudos to Audi. The e-tron, my understanding, according to Kyle, you plug that thing in and it jumps to 100, doesn't matter what the state of charge is, as soon as the battery's warm, it's 150 kilowatts. and it stays at 150 kilowatts all the way up to 80%, and then it starts falling off. I give that car, that is the kind of charging rate you want. I don't care that, oh, it hit 400 kilowatts for 3.2 seconds. Who cares?
Yeah.
If you can hit 350 kilowatts and stay there for the entire time that you're charging, I care. But if you're only going to hit it, and I say this to Tesla with a 250 kilowatt, that's nice that you get up to 250 kilowatts for 4 or 5 seconds. Just long enough to see it on screen. That's, you know, I think that we spend too much time worrying about, you know, the peak. I think it's the average charge rate for the session. That, to me, is the more important thing.